Hi, I'm Zeba, and I'll be arguing that Meghan Markle did not have any influence over Harry choosing to step down as a prince.
Hi, my name is Quenna, and I'll be arguing that Meghan did have influence on Harry stepping down.
So I believe there were many factors, and Meghan is just one. She obviously is very important to him, but there were so many other influences. For example, the media, who have been almost attacking Harry for years and years for his illicit affairs, and they have photos of him there were new photos that were published that the royal family then had to get rid of, and I think that had a real effect on him as a person. I think that's one of the many reasons that he chose to step down.
I do agree that obviously the media has, throughout Harry's life, had an effect on him. I mean, like you said, the many scandals that he's been involved with. But I think this big move that they've done and the impact that it actually has on the royal family, on the UK as a whole, I think is the only Meghan really could have pushed for that to generally be such a big thing, because obviously that has been going on for years, like the influence the UK's had on him. And I'm not saying that he isn't upset or, angry or upset about that, but I feel that this one decision was definitely because of Meghan, the fact that he loves his wife, the fact that he puts his family first, the mother of his child. I think that for him, he thought, I'm going to go into protection mode. Like, regardless of what the media said about me in the past, this is protection mode, this is my life, this is the woman I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. If she's uncomfortable, then it doesn't matter about the media and what's happened to me, I'm going to move, or I'm going to step down.
I think it obviously has affected it, but there are other things such as royal duties, where you're always having to go out and into the world and do things as a royal. You can't do anything for yourself, and I think that Harry wanted the freedom to be able to be his own person. He's not going to end up being king, most likely. I mean, it will be Charles, and then it will fall to William and his children. And so what is his kind of role, his purpose, will always just be a prince, and I think he wanted more than that. I think he wanted his own kind of life and to decide his own future.
Yeah, I agree with that also, but then I'd say that Meghan was a kind of force for that. As marrying Meghan and realising, I guess, I'm never going to be king or whatnot, I found the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and she's uncomfortable. He even said in an interview that he doesn't want the same replay as what happened to his mother, because obviously we know how Diana was treated in the media as well, and he saw that and it probably just replicated for him. It's kind of parallel, like his mother was treated badly in the media, now he's seen the same thing happen to his wife. Like I said, I'm just stuck on, I feel like he went into protection mode and thought, this is my wife, this is the mother of my child. We saw the interview where Meghan was like, she was happy someone even asked how her being a mother's going. He thought, I'm not going to do this, like my family comes first. And maybe it was like the push for him, like maybe all of that was a backlog, and then he thought, okay, now that I'm marrying Meghan and she doesn't feel good, that's the last straw. But I definitely feel like Meghan did make a big impact. He loves her, and you can see it, they adore each other, and that was the biggest declaration of love, I think, taking your family out of that situation.
Well, Meghan's always going to be in the media. She's a celebrity. She was in Suits. She'll always be in the media regardless. He's chosen to make a step out of the media for himself, because no longer being a prince, he will no longer be a celebrity, unlike Meghan, who will continue to be a celebrity regardless of this change.
I understand that, but then, I mean, I don't know if you've seen what they say about Meghan. I mean, I've read many headlines where there was even one about, they compared Kate and Meghan's makeup at a funeral and said because Meghan decided to wear bright makeup, it meant she wasn't sorrowful about the person that passed away. So just that in itself shows that Meghan was really having a hard time. I mean, it's headline after headline, and I know, for me, I'm not married, but I know if my mother or my brother or someone I love dearly was going through such a bad time because of a country that she's not actually from, it doesn't matter. I'll turn my back on that country for the person I love, and I will leave, or I will step down. I'll be like, this isn't important enough. My wife comes first now, / mother of my child.
I agree to some extent, but again, it's Meghan who was a celebrity beforehand anyway. Lots of celebrities go through absolute slatings via the media, and it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily because she's a princess now. She would have probably gone through something similar, maybe not to the same extremities in the UK, but it would have been still a big thing in America where she would have been living if some scandal had come out and she'd been involved. And I know that comparing makeup seems very trivial, but I'm sure that most people who are reading this article are probably okay, that's a bit far. But I feel like you can't necessarily just say that because she was royalty, she was slated. She would have been slated whether she was royal or not, because she was a celebrity. And Harry would not necessarily have gone through all the things that he's gone through if he wasn't a prince. He had no choice in becoming a celebrity. He was born into that role, and unlike her, he didn't want necessarily the fame, and I think that he's done it for himself.
I would argue that, I guess, obviously being a celebrity does come with the whole media backlash. I mean, one day you're good in the paper, one day you're not, I get that. But I definitely feel that the fact that Meghan decided to marry Harry, the media for some reason didn't warm to her, and it's been very aggressive. Like, her child was compared to a monkey recently or something like that. Someone put something as a tweet comparing her child to an animal. And I mean, I know celebs obviously go back and forth, but everyone's, entitled to their own emotions and how they feel. And I feel that Meghan not feeling comfortable, feeling upset, depressed, whatever it is, she has a right to feel that way, because I think what the UK did was disgusting. And compared to other celebrity situations, I generally feel that if I was Harry and I saw my wife going through that, and that's my country that I'm meant to be supporting as a royal, that would make me be like, I've been washing my hands off this. Like, I'm meant to be representing this, and this is what the country I represent decided to do to my wife.
That was a great debate.
Yes, it really was.
I completely agree. Meghan was not welcomed as much as, for instance, Kate was welcomed. But with being any celebrity, there's always going to be some backlash from the media, and it's something you've just got to take.
Yeah, and going off what you said, I definitely do feel like it was a long time coming. The media has actually slated Harry for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I do feel like you said this was just probably the last straw. So I can agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Oh,
So.
brilliant.
Hey guys, it's Pat from Crash Club. As always, we never mean to offend anybody, so we apologise up front if we have. At the end of the day, what we're here to do is inspire thought-provoking conversation and generate discussions and debates for our wider community. If you haven't already done so, please like, share and subscribe, and make sure you join the debate in the comment section below. Also, follow all of our other pages and join in. Thanks for watching, guys.